that a certain man.
Did she tell you how the incident had occurred?
Yes.
It was before this court.
Yes, she told me.
What followed?
What followed next, after that brief interview with her, as the Sokos were examining the scene, I took initiative to look through the scene, and among the things that I personally saw was a dead body of a male juvenile that was lying on the veranda at the daycare.
Other than the male body?
I also saw blood spread across different points at the scene.
Other than that,
I also saw a knife that the killer knife that the suspect used.
Where did you see this knife?
This knife was found outside of a wire mesh fence, which is within the building of the daycare.
Officer, that is not clear. Where was the knife?
The knife was found within the same compound of the daycare, but outside there is a wire mesh that separates the entire fence of the premises from the house that hosts a daycare. It's actually a chain link, if I may use that, my lord.
Ayongedde n'agamba nga Namutebi amaze okubeera nga amunnyonnyola ye yayitamu mu ssiini eyo n'agamba nti yalaba omubiri gw'omwana afudde yali omulenzi omuto nga yeebase kabalaza ku ssomero eryo erya daycare. N'ayongera era n'alaba n'omusaayi bateebereza okubeera omusaayi mu bifo eby'enjawulo era mu kifo ekyo n'alaba n'akambe omutemu oyo ke yakozesa okubeera ng'atta abaana abo akaali wabweru w'ekikomero ekyo.
Do you know how that knife was handled thereafter?
Yes, that knife was identified, marked, and photographed and recovered by the Soko.
What else? You've talked about the body on the veranda, the blood, spots, the knife. Anything else?
Maybe the general observation of how the compound was disorganized.
What do you mean?
What I mean is the playing items of the children were scattered all over the compound.
Other than that, anything else?
My lord, as far as the scene observations are concerned, that is what I saw.
Where was that? Let's them interpret first.
Agambe nti akambe akazuulibwawo kasobola okubeera nga kategerebwa ne bakakuba ekifaananyi era ne bakamaakinga ttiimu yaabwe yali ekola kunoonyereza mu kifo ekyo. Era n'ayongera n'agamba nti yalaba n'ebyokuzannyisa abaana be baali bakozesa nga byonna buli kimu kyali waakyo.
Where was the suspect at that time?
At that particular moment, the suspect was held at the security room of the school.
How was he handled?
The suspect was later on picked, put in a police car, and he was taken to Kabalagala police.
Nti suspect oyo yali already amaze okuba nga yali yakwatibwa ng'era yateekebwa mu security mu room ya security ey'essomero eryo, oluvannyuma ne bamukima ne bamuteeka mu mmotoka ya poliisi n'atwalibwa ku poliisi y'e Kabalagala.
James, did you participate in that process of putting the suspect in the car and ensuring his transmission to Kabalagala?
I did not personally participate in that, but there are officers who took part in that exercise, my lord.
Agambye teyeetaba ku ekyo okubeera nga batwala suspect oyo ku poliisi.
You witness?
Yes, I did.
Process.
Yes, I did.
Naye akkiriza nti ekikolwa ekyo yakiraba.
In what state was the suspect?
I beg your pardon, my lord.
What did you observe on the suspect?
What I observed on the suspect is that he looked a bit dirty. I think during the process of arrest, the struggle. I also saw some bruises on his arms.
Other than the arms, did you see any bruises on any part of the body?
Yes,